HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.
Good evening, Alternative Healthcare Career Group. Again, this is Dr. Mike Chua, your physical therapist. And yes, I am your Alternative Healthcare Career Coach. If you are watching live, please comment live. If you are watching on the replay, please comment replay. We want to know if you're watching in the replay. Well, tonight, it's December the 1st. December the 1st. This is live, right? It's not a recording. Well, right now it's live, right? But today's December. Imagine that. That is so fast. I was just talking to my wife earlier, and I said, "It's already December." I just feel like that 2020 just started, right? January 2020. PDPM, PDGM happened. People got fired, people got laid off, and then COVID happened, and then nobody was working, and then now it's already December. Gosh, if you feel like it's December, type in December. Well, anyway, thank you very much for those people who are watching. Janice, Christian, Rafi, thank you very much for those people who are watching live. But tonight, we've got a special guest. But before we go to our special guest, every time I go live, I show this special calendar that I have. There you go. It's finally focusing. Now, have you seen those people in YouTube? They do this. I don't know how they do it. What's the reason? But I guess it's for, what do you call this? For... to focus on the camera. Well, anyway, so focus here, ladies and gentlemen. I can even put my hand up. Decide on the kind of life you want and say no to anything that doesn't reverence it. Oh, gosh, that is so deep. That's Tuesday, December the 1st. Decide on the kind of life you want and say no to anything that doesn't reverence it. What does that mean? What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? Reverence. What does reverence mean? I grew up in the Philippines, and there's this Catholic people. We have this. He's not a priest, but we call him Reverend. And Reverend, according to the dictionary, says a deep respect for someone or something. Let's go back here. If it says here, if your life. And if that person doesn't really respect you, if that company doesn't respect you as a person, as an employee, just quit. If that profession, you feel like it's not respecting you or reverencing you, it's going to be hard, ladies and gentlemen. Find, just like in a relationship, if that person is not respecting you, whether you're boyfriend or husband or wife, guess what? It's going to be difficult, right? Again, thank you very much for watching live. It's Heather. Heather, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate you, sister. All right, okay. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on forward. What's going on, Tariq? Tariq Smith, brother. I miss talking to you, Tariq. We need to hang out again. Congratulations again. And Ian Kreider, thank you for watching, man. We got to catch up. And Megan, thank you very much for watching. Well, anyway, our special guest for tonight, he's not a guest, he's like a moderator in this group. He's actually one of the many coaches. He may not be officially my coach, but he actually inspires me. He actually inspired me. I met him we were just talking. When did we meet? I met him 2016 through the program from Greg Todd. You know, your network is your net worth, ladies and gentlemen. So you got to make sure you surround yourself with people who are actually believing in you, reverencing you, right? The word reverence, respecting you. So when I joined Greg's group, 2016, if that's correct, Joel, I met this guy. His name is Joel. He's going to be our guest for tonight. Joel Remandaban. That's a fancy last name. So hard to pronounce, but sounds fancy. Joel Remandaban, like a rap song. Well, anyway, I met him that time thinking he's just a regular therapist. But guess what, guys? He ain't a regular therapist. He was a dialysis patient that time. And he was doing all this crazy stuff. The things that I've been doing. And he has been doing this since I was born, I guess. And he's here tonight, not just to teach us, but to educate and inspire us. You know, he's here not to impress you or me, but to impress upon you that whatever you're going through, ladies and gentlemen, there's always a way out. That the bigger the challenge, the bigger the victory. He had a very big challenge, ladies and gentlemen. I was just talking to him, Michael, I got stage 4 dialysis, and then I got stage 5. No, that wasn't his voice, but and then he never practiced, he never pitied himself. And he raised his level up. And tonight, 2018, he got his fresh kidney. Is that what you call it, Joe? He's got his kidney transplant, and now he's living the life. It's not, I guess it's his best life right now. And now he's like the superhero of kidney people or something like that. So without further ado, I would like to bring in my good friend, Joel. Is that how you pronounce it in America? We pronounce it Joel in the Philippines. So here we pronounce it Joel, right? So Joel Remandaban, he's a physical therapist and actually a superhero. What is going on, Joel?
What's up, Dr. Mike? Man, I love your energy. You're like the Energizer bunny. Amazing.
I would accept the Energizer, but not the bunny, right? We don't want that, right? So I got 3 kids already. All right. Okay. Let's go back to the wholesome show, right? Please tell us where you are. What do you do now? And please tell us what is your alternative healthcare career, sir?
All right. So I'm Joel. I live in San Antonio right now. I've been in Texas, in San Antonio. I've been living here since 1998. Although I came to America back on 8/8/88. I think you were just like a young kid, maybe 10, 11 years old, Mike. So I was a young 21-year-old physical therapist. I graduated when I was 20 in 1987. And then basically I worked as a PT for 13 years. And then at the time, when I first came to America, it was the DRG system, okay? Then in 1998-99, it became the PPS. And then, of course, we have now the PDGM. So it's kind of like history repeats itself, although this is something different. I had to pivot and transform my career into something more virtual now, because it's a double triple whammy in terms of there's a lot of stress right now for us. We're looking for alternative healthcare careers or non-clinical PT careers. So right now I'm a physical therapist, home health physical therapist. I used to do adult home health PT since like 1995. And then I had to shift to pediatric physical therapy just in the last 2-3 months, because that's where the demand is. But I'm doing it just part-time because I'm focused on getting into my new career, which is fast weight loss system. And we'll talk about how I get into that, like from dialysis to a new direction in my life. So that's where I'm at right now, Mike.
Oh wow. Well, first of all, thank you very much for that. And gosh, 1988. You came here in the States, 1988.
Yep.
Were there planes already that time?
And I had to swim across the Pacific Ocean.
Oh gosh. I mean, I guess you used Titanic that time, right? So, just kidding. I know. And then, could you tell us your journey from I know you came here and started your career as a therapist, and then what happened? I mean, why did you had dialysis? I mean, kidney failure. I mean, did you drink a lot like me? Right now I'm drinking tea and water. So, I mean, what really happened? If you don't mind sharing it. So,
I don't even drink coffee, soda. I don't drink beer. I don't even drink beer. So, see, I was born with it's an autoimmune disease. It's called IgA nephropathy, where my own antibodies and antigens go after my kidneys slowly. So when I was about an infant, maybe 1.5-year-old infant, somehow my mom saw that I had frothy, foul-smelling, dark urine. And I was fortunate enough to have a father who was a doctor. And this was way back in a small town in the Philippines, in Leyte, Philippines. And if he wasn't a doctor, I would have been dead. I almost died when I was a kid. And then I didn't know that it was progressive, because from 1 year old to about 8 or 9 years old, I had to have like no salt diet, like no salt at all. All right. But then when I turned 8.5, 9, they allowed me to eat salt. I thought I was cured, but unbeknownst to me, it was progressive. So by the time I was like 35 back in 2003, I already had like stage 3. They did a biopsy of my kidney. I already had stage 3. Which means about 60% of both of my kidneys are dead. And then by the time I turned 40, and at that time, I weighed a lot. I mean, I was weighing more than 200 pounds. I was an obese, guy. And then in 2010...
Why is it when you said obese, you were looking at me?
No. But hey, I know how to lose a lot of weight fast.
There you go.
I'll tell you more about that, y'all. So basically, what happened was, in the year 2000, because of the change from DRG to PPS, actually 98, I had to shift into internet marketing. At the time, it was like there was no social media. It was just the start of the internet marketing industry, and I was one of the pioneers of that. In fact, I was known as Joe Christopher, the master list builder, because I specialized in email list building. So I shifted because, again, in 98, I remember April Fool's Day, April 1st, 1998, all the home health agencies here were in San Antonio, about 200. Like overnight, like April Fool's Day, it went down from like 200 to less than 100, like cut in half. And every one of my classmates are getting laid off and all this. So I said, man, I have to shift careers. So a year later...
It's not new to you, this PDPM, PDGM changes. So you've experienced that before.
Yes.
Which
it was
worse? I mean, before or now?
Well, it's worse now. But at that time, though, the market, our industry recovered in 4 years. So by 2000... PTs, OTs, and speech, especially in home health, were getting laid off left and right, and nursing homes and SNFs from 98 to like 99, 2000. And then it started to go back up by 2003, 2004. and then we're in demand again. But by the time I was deep into another industry, okay, and then so we weathered the storm. All right. This time though, with PDGM alone, especially in Medicare patients and PDPM, it was drastic change. Like the company I used to work for like 5-6 years, one of my clients went belly up by February 5th of this year. Fast. Then a month later, March 10, 11, COVID, I was locked down and all that. COVID hit, bam, bam, bam. And, a lot of us lost patients and lost jobs. And then, now it's getting worse again. Okay. So I'm thinking, man, so I had to really develop a strategy of like finding an alternative career. And, when I was on dialysis, I almost died actually for the second time just before I started dialysis. And while I was on dialysis, I kept thinking, man, what if I won't get off dialysis? I got to get an alternative career. So I started writing books. I actually started writing books back in 2003 on internet marketing. And then now I wrote a book based on my experience called Fat to Fit Fast, on how I lost 29 pounds in 33 days twice, and then eventually lost 75 pounds and still kept it. I'm like my weight right now is even lower than when I had it in 2013. So just by a few pounds. So so now I'm like, all right, that body of knowledge that I have, why don't I take that into a new career? So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm going into that in the new year, slowly but surely. I've been developing for the last 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Oh wow. I'm really impressed. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you are listening or watching or whatever you're doing, watching today, but Joel had a crisis. He had a crisis, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, not just a regular crisis. I know some people are experiencing crazy crisis right now. Crazy crisis, right? No, imagine crazy crisis already, then crazy. And I'm writing stuff down. And he was in that middle of crisis. But always remember this, ladies and gentlemen. In the middle of crisis lies an opportunity. And that's what Joel did, ladies and gentlemen. He never dwelled on his being a victim. He dwelled on being a victor. And him being in the dialysis, I remember this, Joel. I mean, I don't know if you remember it, but when Joel was doing all this dialysis, he was taking videos, live videos, ladies and gentlemen, of his dialysis. And, he's got his phone, showing his, whatever you call that, port.
Fistula.
The fistula.
Right here.
Of it. And then, gosh, I mean, he was being an inspiration. And I'm not saying go into a dialysis or whatever, but what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is if he can do it as a dialysis patient, inspiring, empowering other people, you guys can do it too. I know we can make a lot of excuses, but there's this phrase in the Philippines that we always say, if pag ayaw may dahilan, pag gusto may paraan. And in English, it's like, if there's a will,
there's a way.
There's a way. And a lot of us are like that. We're like always finding a reason not to take action. We're always finding a reason. Oh, no, I'm still researching. Oh, I'm still, trying to do this, trying to do that. No, let's go back to that phrase. Pag ayaw may dahilan, pag gusto may paraan. Again, in English, if there's a wheel, there's a wheel, there's a way. If there's a wheel, there's a car. So... But the key here is just taking action, ladies and gentlemen. Joel's video that time, it wasn't perfect. He was using his phone, and was it a DSLR fancy camera? No, it was a regular phone that he had like 2-3 years ago. And from there on, he started creating his book and his experiences. And imagine, ladies and gentlemen, if you have this experience right now, the mess that you're going through will be a message for other people. The test that you're going through right now will be a testimony for other people. And that's what Joel is doing. His goal, his test, is being a testimony for people. His message of being in dialysis, from dying, from dialysis to almost dying, now to directing his own life. And Joel, could you tell us what your program now, or what the fast to fit or whatever you call that? Could you tell us more
Sure,
about that?
sure. So essentially, okay, let me just give you a quick background, all right? So in 2010, I hit rock bottom, okay? The internet marketing business that I had went down,
Mm.
you know? And then I was going through a separation and eventually a divorce. And I remember June 18th, 2010, 2 days before Father's Day, my ex-wife left with the kids, and I didn't know when I'm going to see them again. So I was, at the time, I was already obese. I was like 205, maybe more. And I was in the bathroom. I looked at myself, and I saw this fat, ugly guy, you know, and I was broken. I was a broken man. Not only was I broke, but I was a broken man, you know. But then I thought, you know, I've already hit rock bottom, but you know, there's no other way but up, because I've already hit rock bottom, right? So I looked at myself, and then I told myself, you know, I gotta live, and I gotta stay. I gotta get hit, lose a lot of weight fast, because number one, okay, I already was on stage 4, okay. My doctor said that if I don't lose weight fast and change my lifestyle, I'll either be dead, on dialysis, or need a transplant in 5 years. Okay. Then also, it was Father's Day weekend, and my kids were like 8 and 4. Okay. And you know, I have this saying, you know, you find your why and you fly. So find your why and you fly. Okay. They are my why. You know, they're my raison d'etre, which is like reason for living. And I thought, you know, if I die right now or in the next 5 years, you know, they won't have a father. So I basically told myself, okay, I'm going to lose a lot of weight for my kids. I gotta live longer for my kids, because we will do more for the ones we love than we would do for ourselves. And I've proven that. Okay. So I challenged myself in front of the mirror that I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to lose 30 pounds in the next 30 days. Now, before that, between like, I remember I started gaining a lot of weight between 99 and like 2010, basically. And it was a yo-yo diet, because I was already a speaker in the internet marketing industry. I was traveling the world. I was sedentary. I was eating a lot of, you know, airport food and not good food. All right, I got lazy, you know, because I was in front of the computer a lot. So at that time, I said, so I challenged myself. And lo and behold, in like 33 days, I lost 29 pounds. Okay. And I did it. All right. Because I was inspired, and I already hit rock bottom. I got to improve my life. So that's how it started. Then in 2015, I got on dialysis. And then in 2018, I got my transplant. But before I got my transplant, I had this idea that, you know what? I lost a lot of weight fast, like 29 pounds in 33 days twice. Okay. In fact, you know, the second time I did it was between Thanksgiving of 2013 till December 31st, which is about 33 days. And I've kept that weight since, right? So I said, I'm going to inspire a lot of people and I'm going to help a lot of people. Okay. Plus, it could be something that I could do because I enjoy, inspiring people. I love helping other people. So I wrote that book based on my experience, and I even got it to Amazon #1 bestseller list in like 12 hours. And I was going to get into coaching at the time, but my priority was to get transplanted. So I waited. And then now when COVID hit, I couldn't work as a physical therapist for like 6 months. I only started going back to work like September. So from April 1st to like September, I didn't really, because I was, trying to avoid getting sick with COVID. And I just improved my health. So that's where I'm going now. So I'm thinking, I made a decision that I'm going to be doing this, fast weight loss coaching in the next, starting the beginning of January. But in the meantime, I'd like to get at least 12 people to be in a free, what I call free Fat to Fit fun shop on the 12th of December at 12 noon. So it's easy to recall. 12 people on 12/12/2020 at 12 noon Eastern. And if you're interested about that, go ahead and go to my Facebook page at fattofitfast.com, or you can message me. I'm a moderator in the Alternative Health Career group.
Say that again.
Fattofitfast.com.
To fat to the number 2 fat.
No, it's TO. FATTOFITFAST.com. That's my Facebook page. It's a redirect. Or if you're on Facebook, just in the search bar, just
This
put
one here.
no, actually fat TO, no W.
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta delete that.
Fat
Fat
to fitfast.com.
fit.
Yeah.
fast.com.
Yeah.
This one here.
There you go.
All right. Okay.
Or you can message me inside the Facebook group, or when you're on Facebook in the search bar, just type in one word, Fat to Fit Fast.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, before I get fat, so I could get fit, we are going on a quick break, ladies and gentlemen.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.
Yes, welcome back to Alternative Healthcare Career Show. Yes, that is HelloNote, and just a disclaimer: I use HelloNote in our private practice. We used HelloNote for our outpatient mobile physical therapy, also in the assisted living that we go to. So basically, we use that system, to document. It's like electronic medical record, and we submit it. Medicare, the insurance, we send it to HelloNote, and then HelloNote, the billing company, sends it to Medicare. Medicare pays us. Boom. So easy, not complicated. Sometimes we overcomplicate things on the very simple things. Sometimes you just have to just delegate it to other people. So again, thank you very much, HelloNote. HelloNote.com. Check it out, HelloNote.com.
Why did I choose autonomy?
Why my agency is empowered by autonomy.
Why did I join Autonomy?
Why I chose to use the Autonomy platform.
I chose autonomy because it allows me to have a work-life balance and provide skilled clinical care for my clients.
I chose Autonomy because of the amazing support structure that it provides to my consumers and staff.
I feel that autonomy is one of the only platforms that looks at my clients with disabilities as a person, not as a number.
The Autonomy platform serves as our back office, therefore allowing us to use our skill set to serve our consumers best, to see the best possible outcomes.
See, Autonomy talks about different things. They talk about value-based care. They intentionally limit the number of clients we serve so that we can stay focused on the main thing and not get overwhelmed. That we can focus on providing for our people, meeting their needs, helping them to develop a level of independence and satisfaction with their lives. And I can get behind that. That's why I'm here.
Yes, that is Autonomy. You know, you got to check it out, autonomy.com. It's not part A, obviously. It's not part B, but they help you start your own home health agency wherein you're providing non-medical services. Okay, a lot of people get confused. I get confused too, you know, when I first sign up with them. The only reason why I understand it, because I contract with an agency like them. But if you don't really know what DIDD population is, you know, the Department of Intellectual Developmental Disabilities, you know, the intellectual disabled population and the waiver system, the Medicaid and waiver system, you're going to have a hard time understanding it. So watch all those videos that we've done, interviewed with Shayna, with Dennis, you know, and just try to understand it. You know, most of us, we are, we don't understand. That's why we cannot really jump into it and really analyze it. So just try to understand. Also, do your due diligence. I did mine, and that's the reason why I understand it. And at the same time, because I serve that specific population in one of the agency that I serve, and then boom, and I understood. Oh, I said, oh, this is the agents. This is what they're talking about. At first, I was like, what the heck? I mean, that's nothing. I mean, why are they coming in our group? You know, because they came in our groups, like asking, telling, hey, Michael, can you do this? Can you do that? I said, no. I don't know anything about it. Why would I promote it? Something like that. Well, why would I, you know, endorse it? And then I just realized, oh, this is the company I'm working for. So this is not the same, but it's the same, you know, type of population. And I said, oh gosh, this is the perfect company to assist me in starting my own agency. Just like, for example, opening your own physical therapy clinic or your part B. It's going to be hard to understand if you don't have HelloNote to help you with your documentation system, if you don't have a billing system, if you don't know how to apply for an LLC, DBA, EIN, and stuff like that. So that's part of their process. Autonomy.com, check it out. To help you how to start your own home health agency. Okay. Yes, it's welcome back to Alternative Healthcare Career Show, and you gotta check that out. TherahabFitness.com. We're actually, well, you know what? We're opening up our own outpatient clinic, our brick and mortar. Yes, we do home health. Yes, we do the mobile part B, And yes, we're going to do the autonomy. And yes, we're going to open up our own brick and mortar, and we're going to provide group exercises. So the stuff that I'm showing here, ladies and gentlemen, we actually do it. I actually personally do it. The home health contract show by Bert, I do that, right? The Hello Note, I use it. The autonomy, I have it. I've applied it. It's been a year now since we're applying because it's a long process. And same thing with this, the new gate. Remember, we were showing the new gate, and we're using the new gate system, the one with all those straps and everything. And now we're going to be using TheraHab Fitness to provide the wellness exercises. A lot of us here, we're like, hey, how do I start a group exercise? Do I get an NASM, ACSM, certification? Well, there's nothing wrong. We even have affiliate links with NASM, the National Academy of Sports Medicine. We even have that the personal training certification. We got that discount, but that's just a certification, letters extra behind your name. With TheraHab Fitness, they teach you how to specifically do group exercises for the geriatric population, and also the support of a of therapists like Patrice. And I got it. Just disclaimer: I paid for it too. I bought it. I'm paying it. I'm paying her obviously the full price. Hey Patrice, I'm actually texting her right now, and I invested on it. And same thing with any other else, ladies and gentlemen. Just like planting a tree, in order for you to be able to get a tree, a fruit, you got to plant that seed. You got to buy courses, you got to buy, licenses and franchises or whatever you want to, in order for you to be able to start your own side hustle or alternative career. Even Joel, the guy that we're interviewing today, he had to invest. He had to invest in different courses, different classes, in order for him to be able to be what he is today. So going back to our guest for tonight, his name is Joel. He's actually a dialysis survivor, whatever you call that, and a kidney transplant survivor. And from dialysis to almost dying to directing people how to lose weight, what you call fat to fast program. So without further ado, I'm bringing back my good friend Joel. Is that how you pronounce it again? Joel Remandaban, man. I think you need to change your last name, man. Remandaban, man. The Remandaban, man. Joel Remandaban. So welcome back, Joel.
Yeah, I have actually a stage name. When I was in the internet marketing industry back 20 years ago, I assumed the name Joel Christopher, the Master List Builder, because this was 2001, 9/11. I'm a darker Filipino, so I look Arabic, and then my last name, it has an Arabic origin. So I didn't want to be termed as a terrorist back then. So that's why I had to do that. That's why when you, like the books that I wrote back then, I had that, pen name, and that was a long name, right? So now I cut it down to Joel Chris. Like I have a TV show called Joel Chris TV or joelchris.tv, because I was this big as Joel Christopher, the Master List Builder, and now I'm like Joel Chris, the fat to fit fast guy. So
there you go. Well, going back to our topic, so I know I ask a lot of people about their alternative career and everything like that. I guess my next question, Joel, is what do you think is your biggest failure, and how did you turn it around? How did you turn it around, sir?
Gosh, I can name a lot of failures. And failure really is it's like a setback set for a comeback. Like, for example, when I hit rock bottom in 2010, it really started when, my health started to deteriorate, much earlier than at the time, because when I came to America, my diet was really bad. I was traveling a lot, so I would eat a lot of fast food. I drank a lot of soda. And then, as a traveling PT, you don't really know, because I would travel from city to city, state to state, for like maybe 90 days at the most. I can stay there for like 6 months. So I had a lot of processed food, which I didn't know had a lot of salt. So that worsened my kidney disease. So to me, that must be one of the biggest failures I had. Now, I also failed in in business quite a few times, but I was able to bounce back. See, it's a mindset. It's a mindset that you don't really fail unless you quit. Because like everything that happens to you actually happens for you. Life happens for us, for you and me. It doesn't happen to you. It's the meaning that we give to it. Okay, like I was given this disease when I was born, but I never used it as an excuse. I was athletic in school, and then I'm back to my like almost college weight, and I've always been active. And when I was on dialysis, I never really felt sorry for myself because I had a reason to live. And these are my kids, Simone and Anton. It's really the why, it's like the why. Why are you here on earth? Once you discover your mission or your why, I mean, you can fly, that's it, And also, I forgot to mention, with my Fat to Fit Fast program, when I started doing it on June 18, 2010, I did it, most of my exercises were done at home, okay? In fact, I never stepped into a gym, okay? Both times I lost 29 pounds in 33 days. I didn't starve myself, okay? And number 3, I didn't spend hours and hours of working out. In fact, nowadays, I spend maybe 20 minutes of high intensity training in the morning, and I probably walk, if it's a good weather, not today because it's like really cold outside.
What's cold there in Texas?
Well, in Texas, it's like right now it's probably in the 30s or 40s. That's really cold, But normally we're like 50s, 60s at the most at this time. So we had a freeze starting this morning. So and there are hacks, like for example, I discovered hacks on how to like lose weight fast. Like I'll give you a perfect example, okay? Thanksgiving Day was just 5 days ago? 5 days ago, right? Mm-hmm. So 5 days ago, I weighed about 140 to 143. Okay? That was Thursday night, right? The next morning, I lost 2 pounds. Saturday morning, I lost 2 pounds. And then by Sunday morning, up until yesterday, I had the same weight. So I lost 6 pounds, to be exact, 6.16 pounds in just 3 days. How did I do that? Well, I've programmed myself because it's all about habits. Like I spend an hour in the morning. I call it the hour of power. I do my priming, I do my meditation, incantation, and visualization. And then that's the first 15 minutes. And then the next 20 minutes after that, I do my HIIT training, high intensity interval training, like right here, or in my in the TV room or the living room area. And then next, I do my power questions. Like I have morning questions, and then evening questions. And then, I'm ready for the day. So, another hack that I can share with you is, you increase, it's about increasing your metabolism. Okay. Like, people think that you lose weight in the gym. No, you don't. You lose your weight in two places. In the kitchen table or in the dining table. Okay. When you eat. What you eat, how much you eat makes a difference. And also the second place where you lose the most weight is in bed. Now, not thinking like, don't think dirty here. It's because when your metabolism is high, your body, when you're asleep, burns the fat. That's why the next morning after Thanksgiving, I lost 2 pounds. Okay. And you program yourself. Like, one of the ways to increase your metabolism is you take a cold shower in the morning. Okay. And then that will increase your metabolism. And then you've done your exercise, especially HIIT training, high intensity interval training. You don't need weights. You don't need a gym. It's just your body weight. Okay. So these are the ways that I've figured out in the past 10 years. And you could probably see a lot of books in there. This is not even a third of my collection of books, notwithstanding the videos and the documentaries I've studied, because I took it seriously. Everything about health, fitness, weight loss, mind-body effect, I studied. I took notes and I applied myself to myself. I was like the guinea pig of my own system. And I came up with a 5-step fat to fit fast formula. It's called BNU, and I'll give you a quick summary of it. B stands for belief. You got to believe 100% that you will lose weight. Okay. And you have to dedicate it to people other than yourself. It could be yourself, but you have to dedicate to people who you love the most. Like in my case, it's my kids, Simon and Anton. Okay. Then, so BNU. So the next letter is E. It's educate. That's why you have I have all these books. I went to courses and all that, and then the next letter in the acronym BNU is nourish. Nourish your mind, and your body. Okay, what you put in your mind and your mouth. The liquid you drink, or the liquids you drink. Is it acidic or is it alkaline? Okay, and then you want to go for the alkaline, not the acidic, like the coffee and the sugar and the sweet sodas and all this. Okay, now, so that's the N. The next E is energize. How do you energize your body? Okay, well, there's many ways to do it. Okay, having enough sleep. In fact, most Americans, at the most, sleep only for 4 to 6 hours at the most. We actually need at least 7. Okay, some people can do it in 6, but for me, it's 7 or 8 to 8. So sleep more and lose weight more. That's a lot.
The whole day, the whole night.
That's too much.
I wake up, it's like, oh, I need another rest. I need another break. I need to sleep again. It's like, yeah. If you're watching, if you are like me, comment to me, because I'm like that. I can sleep so I don't have any problem sleeping. So my wife makes fun of me. And my daughter, my youngest daughter, that just put her head, like we call them in the Philippines, masandal. We just put our head masandal.
And then sleep.
I just put my head right now here. I'm just like, so, yep. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Joel. I'm sorry.
So the last letter is W in the BNU formula. W stands for wins. You gotta celebrate your wins. The more often you do it, even simple wins, small wins, you gotta celebrate. You gotta give yourself credit for each win that you have. And then, so that's the formula. So my focus, or my slogan right now for the next 30 days remaining of the year is, be the new you in the new year, especially with COVID. And I'm gonna add in that 3-hour free Fat to Fit Fast Fun Shop on the 12th at 12 noon Eastern. I'm going to be adding how to boost your immune system. Okay. Like, I have lowered immune system because of my kidney transplant, but I have found ways to boost my system naturally, my immune system naturally. So I'm prepared, and it comes from breathing, eating the right food, drinking the right water. Like I like alkaline water. Okay. And then basically thinking the right thoughts. How do you program your mind from the very first time you get up in the morning? Okay. And how do you program your mind before you go to bed? And it's the power question. So I have it's called power journaling. I journal, my day, what I look forward to, and then at night I look at what's going on, and I celebrate my wins every day. Okay, every time I have a win, whatever that is. So that's the Be New formula, which is the Fat to Fit Fast formula that I've been applying and enhancing pretty much every time I learn something new. I've been doing this juice boost or smoothie boost since 2016. I do it every weekend. So things like that.
Do you drink any supplement or all this are all natural, shake or whatever?
No, I don't drink any supplement. The only thing I drink is or take is a vitamin one a day for men, basically. Mm-hmm. It's that multivitamin for men. Now, I do believe in superfoods.
One a day for my wife. Like, oh gosh, I gotta pray for that.
and like vitamin D is very important right now. Mm-hmm. Walking in the sun, being exposed. In fact, I don't know if you knew, Mike, that when you are exposed to the morning sun, like before 11, especially before noon, mm-hmm. you actually sleep better at night because you have better melatonin production.
Yep.
When you have more vitamin D,
and your circadian rhythm is corrected.
Yes.
When you have that vitamin D, melatonin in your circadian rhythm is corrected. Whatever you call that. It's going back to that normal rhythm of your heart rate, your sleeping pattern, and everything like that.
Because right now we're on all the time. Mm-hmm. We are wired all the time. We're in front of the computer, our phones, and all that. So there are times that you gotta be off. And to me, like communing with nature, walking in nature, hiking, I love those. But for the most part, the exercise I've been doing for the last 10 years really is mostly HIIT training inside my home, and then what I call BBW, brisk breath walking for 15 to 20 minutes a day. If you can do it twice a day, even better, but at least once a day. Where you I have this
BBW.
I'm sorry?
You got so much fancy initials.
Yeah,
you really want to use BBW?
Yeah, got BBW. Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna lay out all this because the fun shop on the 12th for 12 people I'm doing is very interactive. It's very interactive. So we'll actually like this. I'll show you how to discover your why fast. Okay. so you get to your belief system fast and have the reason for basically losing weight and make sure it gets done. And then, how do you boost your energy? What kind of a nutrition program you must be on? What are the hacks? And we're actually practice it as we go through that 3-hour free fun shop that I'm doing on the 12th. It's very interactive.
You know what? I'm writing stuff down too, ladies and gentlemen. I like what Joel said here when I asked that question. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen, but we're almost done. I like what he said. You don't really fail until you quit. That's what he said, ladies and gentlemen. If you are listening live, please type in live. Watching on a replay, please comment replay. He said, you don't really fail until you quit. A lot of us here right now, we're trying to put on the towel, throwing stuff like that. You don't fail, ladies and gentlemen, until you quit. Joel had a big challenge. Now he's teaching us how to lose weight naturally, by exercising, changing your mindset and everything. Just keep going, ladies and gentlemen. Don't quit. I know we're looking for an alternative healthcare career, but the goal here is to actually help you find that alternative career. And the only way for you to be able to find the alternative career is to actually change your mindset. All starts from here. Like what Joel said, you lose weight not by exercising. You lose weight not in the kitchen. He mentioned in the kitchen. He also mentioned in the bed. But you start losing weight right over here, ladies and gentlemen. I wish
90% of it is really mental.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like what else. I like what else he said here. Life happens for you, not to you, ladies and gentlemen. Joel was given a bad card when he started his life, but did he complain about that? He probably complained one time, but he never dwelled on it. He just kept on pushing forward. Now he's like teaching us how to lose weight, teaching us how to be a better person, teaching us how to overcome all these challenges in life. All right, and then there's so much gem on what he's talking today. And then he said here, excuses. Never, I can't even understand my handwriting. Never use excuses. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you have kids, right? I mean, probably most of us here in alternative healthcare career, we probably are mature enough. We got some kids here. When we have kids, right? And then they start saying excuses, I get irritated. My daughter, when I ask them to, hey, clean up your room. Oh, Daddy, I can't do this. They keep on excusing themselves, right? They may be able to, get away from it every now and then, but it doesn't really do them good. And same thing with us, ladies and gentlemen. If we keep on finding excuses not to push forward, not to change our lifestyle, not to actually find the better things for our lives, guess what? Excuses will not take you anywhere. Joel, I know we got so much more to talk about. Where can we reach you? What's your website? What's your email? And please tell us someday that you're going to have a show here too someday, right? And please tell us where we can reach you, website and your email, sir.
Well, first, I'm launching a TV show, and I had one back in 2010 to follow my weight loss journey. It's called joelchris.tv, and it's actually on Facebook now. I used to have it on YouTube, and it's at fb.com or facebook.com/joelchris.tv, or you can go to www.joelchris.tv. Now, via email, you can email me at joelchristv@gmail.com. On Facebook, you can find me at facebook.com/joelcr. but primarily for the Fat to Fit Fast. For those of you interested in being part of the Fat to Fit Fast Facebook family, Facebook group, just go to fattofitfast.com or www.fattofitfast.com.
All right. Well, again, thank you very much, Joel. Any last parting wisdom for us before I let you go? Super Kidney Joel.
Well, any parting words? Well, to me, your health is your greatest wealth. Okay? Without your health, there's really nothing. You know, you can have the most money in the world, but if you're suffering inside and outside, you know, it's like a living dead. I found that out the hard way. I had to die almost. I mean, I almost died 3 times to really see the value that health is our greatest wealth.
Oh, wow. Well, that is a wake-up call, ladies and gentlemen, not only for everyone, but especially for me. When my dad passed away, it's like, oh gosh, your health is really your wealth. You know, I don't care how much money you have, $1 million, probably okay. I care you have $1 million, you know, but you know, it's not going to do you good if you don't have your health. You can't even enjoy it. So again, Joel, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for your inspiration tonight. You know, just keep up the good work. You know, you are a really, you know, a person that I look up to. So keep it up. Again, before I let you go, ladies and gentlemen, this show is brought to you by the Alzheimer's Disease and Dementia Care Seminar, the required course to be a certified dementia practitioner. We still have several more dates for this year. Check it out. Come join us. I think some of the classes were canceled because of the low turnout, but we're still doing it online. NCCDP is still doing it. The National Council of Certified Dementia Practitioners. So if you are interested to get that CDP, Certified Dementia Practitioner, come and join. Check out our website, drmikechua.com/ADDC. Again, thank you very much, Alternative Healthcare Career Group. But before I let you go, always remember the word FAST, like what Joel said. FAST, letter F. Find friends that will push you to your next level because you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. So who are you hang out with? Are you hanging out with awesome people? Guess what? You're going to be awesome. You hang out with crazy people. Guess what? You're going to be crazy too. Joel decided that he's going to hang out with people who are going to survive dialysis. He hang out with people who are actually going to have kidney transplant. Guess what? He found his kidney transplant. He was able to find friends. Find friends. Specifically, find friends, ladies and gentlemen. Same thing here, like what we talked about earlier. Decide on the kind of life you want and say no to anything that doesn't reverence it. If your friend doesn't push you to your next level, if your friend is trying to pull you down, if your friend is like has a crab mentality, move away from them. Find friends. I specifically remove Facebook friends who are not giving value to me. I got like thousands of friends, right? I'm fancy, right? But if that person is like posting stuff that I don't really need to see, I remove them. You have to really specifically, you have to be intentional, ladies and gentlemen. If they are not adding value to you, you remove them. If they're not respecting you, you remove them. So find friends that will push you to your next level. Next letter is letter A. You got to learn how to take action. All this stuff that we're doing, it's not going to do you good. It's not going to do me good. It's not even going to do Joel good if you don't take action. Yes, he said change your mindset, but you also have to take action. Faith without action is dead. That's from the Bible. It's between the Genesis and Revelation. Faith without action is dead. You can have all the big faith in the world. You can, hallelujah, praise God. But if you don't take action, it's not going to do you good. Just like Joel said, he can meditate in the morning. He can, okay, I'm doing all this meditation. But if he doesn't exercise on his own, it's not going to do him good. Same thing when you're trying to find your alternative career. You got to take action, guys. Take action by reaching out to Joel. Take action by going to his website, fattofistfit.com, whatever you call that. Take action, guys. Next letter in the word fast is letter S. Shoot for the moon. Why? If you keep shooting for the moon, you're going to miss it. But when you miss it, you're going to be landing with the stars. I kept shooting for the moon. Guess what? I landed with the star with Joel. Joel kept failing too. He was already failing when he was a kid. There's a reason why they call it stage 3, stage 4. Kidney failure. He was already failing. Guess what? Did that stop him from pushing forward and moving forward? No. He kept on moving forward, and moving forward. So it doesn't matter how many times you failed or fallen and got sick. What matters is how many times you get up and do this all over again. And last but not the least, in the word fast, letter T, is teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, you remember. But when you're actually teaching it, just like what Joe was doing, he's teaching us how to lose weight. He's teaching us how to change our mindset. He's teaching us how to take action. The more he understands it. Again, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you. Be awesome. Be great. Be excellent. And we will see you next Thursday. Bye-bye.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.